Once upon a time, soldiers were not paid with money. Instead, they were paid with salt. So how did people trade before money was invented? And where was money invented for the first time, and by which civilization? The money we carry in our pockets today is one of the greatest revolutions in human history. But before money existed, people used strange and difficult systems to trade. The most common system was trade. A farmer would give rice and receive fur. A blacksmith would give an axe and receive milk. But there was a major problem. If the person you wanted to trade with didn't need what you had, the trade simply couldn't happen. Because of this, commerce was slow and often very difficult. So people needed more interesting solutions. One of these was called silent barter. In this system, people didn't speak to each other. One side would leave their goods at a specific place and walk away. The other side would come, examine the goods, and if they needed them, take them and leave what they believed was an equal value in return. When the first side came back, if they needed the goods left behind, they would take them and the trade would be completed. If not, they would leave without touching anything. This method was especially used by societies that didn't speak the same language or by groups that saw each other as potential enemies. In some societies, certain valuable goods were used directly as payment. In ancient Rome and Byzantium, soldiers were often paid with salt. Salt didn't spoil, could be stored easily, and was widely used in trade. In fact, the word salary comes from this practice. In China, goods such as rice, silk, and cloth were used as payment. Silk was so valuable that it was treated almost like money. But all of these systems had the same problem. Value was not fixed and could change easily. They were not sufficient for large-scale trade. And this is where the Lydians had an idea. In the 7th century BC, the Lydians, who lived in what is now western Anatolia, were right in the middle of trade routes connecting east and west. As they grew richer through trade, barter became increasingly inadequate. The Lydians realized one thing: trade needed something that everyone could use at the same value. The solution was money. For the first time in history, the Lydians minted metal coins. These coins were made from electrum, a natural mixture of gold and silver. To prevent counterfeiting, they stamped the coins with a royal seal. That seal meant this: the value of this coin is unquestionable and the same for everyone. This small piece of metal made trade easier and completely changed it. Markets began to grow and commerce accelerated. Other civilizations quickly adopted the system. The Chinese, Persians, the Romans, everyone began minting their own royal sealed coins. In Byzantium, coins were made from gold and silver. In China, copper and bronze coins were used. So why was money made from metal? Because metal was durable, could be shaped, was easy to carry, and valuable due to its rarity. The moment the Lydians stamped a piece of metal with royal authority, became one of the most influential inventions in human history. Money went on to build and destroy states, cause wars, and shape civilizations. And humanity never returned to a world without money